Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So, happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the new trading week. I'm Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, let's start the week off with some positivity, and we will go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. Again, we have had a little test of our horizontal support, basically at around 15,800. I was about to say 5,800 then, but yeah, 5,800 plus 10,000. But yeah, tested that support, and we're now getting a nice move up. Yeah, look like we finally broken out of the, well, even the upside level we had restricting us here. So that looks good. Potential bull flag forming. Is this going to extend us through this high and up towards 17k? Possibly. I mean, this is it. This is what I have been saying is once we break above here, there isn't really anything stopping us until around 17, well, just over 17k. So to break out, to back test, break back above, then yeah, the next step is obviously to break above this high, and then realistically, we would be odds on to get up to over 17,000. So yeah, pretty textbook at the moment. Obviously, we always know, get a stock market crash, get a big spike up in the dollar, any of those sorts of funny business can send us back down. But obviously, Bitcoin just trading on its own, with its own chart pattern, with its own trend, would be very likely to get up here. But yeah, obviously we do know there are external factors, and Bitcoin is driven by other markets. Bitcoin is not the tail wagging the dog at the moment. The Bitcoin is the tail definitely getting wagged by the dog, so to speak. But yeah, so yeah, looking relatively good. I mean, so far as getting up to 17k, here was the midpoint of this range, our resistance level. So we broke above it, step one. We came back down, we back tested it, step two, bounced off it. Well, the back test and bounce off is the step two. Obviously, if we back test it and broke it, then we would be it would be game over for our 4-stage plan. But yeah, so back tested it, bounced off it. That's step two, and step three will be taking out this high, and then step four, the final step, will obviously be hitting this resistance area over 17k. So let's see if textbook trading 101 is what we are currently in the process of witnessing. Let's have a look at those futures for trad markets, traditional markets. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely fantastic for stock markets. S&P, just look at it. I mean, we obviously had this nice big vaccine wick to the upside, and if you sort of disregard that big spike up, which then got swiftly rejected, not that you should ever be disregarding price action, but if you kind of just look at the normal price action, we are basically clearly above at all-time highs. Obviously disregarding this. Also, the other aspect is, you guys know about how I talk about the 50% area, the halfway point of basically the top to the low, and we are clearly through that 50% now. So what often happens, you often see it, I have shown you guys various examples over the last months. You get a halfway point, and then you either reject and come back down, or if you break through that halfway point, you just go back to 100% and onwards, go back to the high and onwards. So we are currently at that at the moment. 4 hour 9 coming up though. 4 hour 9 coming up, so let's keep an eye on that. But again, I mean, in an uptrend, 4 hour the 9s can just give you sideways, and sometimes they don't even do anything, but you can give it sideways, and then yeah. So I'm not necessarily looking at that to stop price. I mean, a daily or a 12-hour 9 potentially would be more powerful, and we'll just have a quick look through, see if we had any. I mean, there was your 12-hour 9. Nice move back down. Just look at this, guys. This is why I love the TD sequential so much. So yeah, here we go. 12-hour 9 here, literally the perfect top. 12-hour 9 here, pretty much the perfect bottom. This 12-hour 9, I mean, we're in a strong up trade, but it did give us our only red candle, look, in this whole move up so far. This 12-hour 9 as well gave us these red candles here, and then, yeah, I mean, it's just Just what more do you need in life? What more do you need in your trading life other than the TD sequential? Let's go to the daily. Daily 9 though, here we go. This is a daily 9, but obviously we have broken up through it. So yeah, obviously you've got to be aware of that. I've got to be aware of that. But yeah, market forces obviously at these highs are taking control of this and bouncing us. I mean, I don't believe in that. Well, I'm sat here looking at a double bottom. I don't necessarily believe so much in double tops and double bottoms. But yeah, so we are breaking through here. But yeah, I mean, we clearly had a double bottom here. I mean, there's no denying that. But you don't see it. You don't still see this perfectly on a larger time frame zigzag pattern too often. But yeah, I mean, you obviously do see it sometimes, and this is clearly one of those points. But yeah, so far as this being a double top is my point, is that I think we will accelerate through it. DXY, how is our friend the dollar index doing? So I had a discussion with you guys, a one-way discussion about basically the arguments to and for and against dollar, the dollar, so i.e. for against dollar strength, or conversely for against dollar weakness, basically the same thing. And yeah, like I said, basically let me make this quite simple for you guys. Basically, America the US can do UBI. The Eurozone really can't do UBI. The Euro is the biggest trading basically component of the against the dollar in the DXY. So it is going to have a downward pressure on the DXY because they can basically whack their currency with UBI. Also, the Eurozone has negative rates. The US doesn't have negative rates, and lots of people think the US can't have negative rates, but the US can have negative rates. And I am sort of moving towards the school of thought. Well, I have moved to the school of thought now that the US will have negative rates. So obviously, as that gets priced in, it is going to have to, as a relative trade between the dollar and euro, it's going to have to whack the dollar. So basically, this is getting in my my humble opinion, based on the research, the logic, and the understanding of that I have of world economics, etc. Ignoring the chart pattern aside, I think this is going down just because there are variables that are going to have to be priced into the market. And people will argue that, well, everything's always priced into the market at the same time. But I mean, that's ridiculous rubbish because markets move. Markets wouldn't move if that was the case. But yeah, those are my views. And I mean, I do a lot of research, guys. I probably do, and this is not an exaggeration. I probably do at least, because I was working it out and talking to one of my friends about it the other day. 6 hours plus of economic, financial, political research every single day, 7 days a week. So I can tell you that I do a lot of that stuff. I mean, I literally just find it so interesting. And I'm just so immersed in it that it's like some people like watching EastEnders, like a soap, if you guys are from England, or like any other sort of TV drama series. I mean, like the world politics and world economics is like a drama to me that I like to see every little bit unfold as we go along. And yeah, so I do a lot of research, and so I'm not just formulating these dollar bearish views based on nothing. I'm not just formulating them based on just one person that I basically say trust, or one person that I just think, right, I'm going to listen to everything you say. I don't base it on that. I literally just make my own decisions based off everything that I absorb myself. But anyway, so over to that dollar index. As you can see, we have got this important trend line. Again, still currently getting supported off it. Traded below, wick back above, as you can see. But yeah, I mean, so can we bounce off here? We can certainly bounce off here, but we have a projected target of this rising wedge. We do also I mean, we also are in a downtrend, and yeah, so realistically, you would expect us to at least meet this target, and then again, no double bottoms allowed. So yeah, I mean, I think we'll get down to here for a bounce, which would be sub 92, and things will start to look pretty dicey, pretty dicey for those dollar bulls. At which point we literally could see this is a long period of consolidation. We could see a move like any of these, like, I mean, this consolidation here, this consolidation here was a lot shorter than what we had here, and then we got this move. This consolidation was a lot shorter, then we got this move. I mean, even if you look at this consolidation here, we got the move up, the move down, the move up. I mean, this is all, all price. I'm talking about an expansion of volatility. I'm not necessarily talking about the direction that it has to go down. So this expansion, we had all this range, price range down to here, price range up to there, price range up down to there, and that was after like what is basically, this is sort of a long period of relative consolidation, if you can see. So we have got potential for a massive expansion in volatility, and that could be to the upside or the downside. My bias is to the downside, and if that comes to the downside, I mean, these moves here based off less consolidation, less length of time of consolidation, actually got us down a move that would easily take us down to these 88s and 20k Bitcoin. But like I've said, we have consolidated for longer, so we could expect to see a bigger expansion of volatility. It doesn't have to be in one direction also, guys. It could be twice the range, all the way down to here, then all the way back up. So, I mean, obviously be aware of that fact. But similarly, it could be down to here and then that same distance again. In which case, don't even ask me what Bitcoin will be. I don't know, and I don't want to put a figure on it. But hey, we will all find out together if that is indeed the case. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance, because we wanna get some altcoin attention. Yeah, you can see this is looking pretty constructive here, guys, as in to the upside. So are we gonna, if we come and test this again, we have got rising lows here. This is looking good for a break of this level, which could be pretty catastrophic for alts. So yeah, we'll obviously got to keep an eye on that. I mean, again, we could reject here, come down. I mean, it's realistically, is this level, take out this level, we're looking good, but we are a bit away from that level at the moment. But also, you guys know my view on alt 1.0 and alt 2.0s. There is a difference, and there is also a difference with how much market cap is tied up in alt 1.0s as well. Ethereum, as you can see, not looking good. Satoshi pairing wise, not looking good at all. We basically lost this trend line. We are on a daily here, lost this trend line, tried to get back above it, lost it again. I mean, if we can turn around here, yep, higher low, get back above this horizontal, you would end up for a higher high. We could get ourselves back in this channel, could start to take out some of these areas, and then could see a nice move up. But I mean, we've got to see that happen. If not, if we keep coming down, we can take out this low, and then it will just be not be very good. You can see Ethereum did drop its trend line here as well. I mean, we are on a daily. I'll go to a 4 hour to make it a bit more clear. We did drop this trend line, and as such came down, tested the horizontal, wick below it, and then got back above it, and now back into this sort of box, this sort of range. You guys kind of know I like my horizontals and boxes more than I do necessarily just looking for trend lines. So yes. That is that. So let's have a look back over at Bitcoin, see if we can actually, I do want to kind of show you some of the higher time frame TD sequentials. I mean, the two day 9 not really done anything, not managed to stop Bitcoin, but obviously look at the trend, look at the strength. One of the things I have noticed when we are watching strong trends within the context of the TD sequential is the third 9. The third one is the 1, the triple 9. So we've got the first 9, the double 9, the triple 9 is the 1. That inner strong uptrend is the one that basically the market does struggle not reacting from. 3 day obviously we don't have the 9 coming in here anytime soon. We are on the 5 day 9. We are on the 5 day 9, and we have had a look at the efficacy of the 5 day 9. It doesn't look too bad for sell-offs. Obviously, this sell-off here, this weakness here, this basically sell-off here. It does not look bad. Historically, this obviously bounced off here. So, definitely something to consider. definitely something to consider. I mean, it could just be sideways. We could just range. Funnily enough, guys, we could just range in this range for like a period of time, basically like 5 to 20 days, as in a 1 to 4 or 5 day candle, sideways. And incidentally, you guys know that is my view of what I think will happen. Weekly as well coming up. So again, we could trade sideways, sideways into that. We had the bi-weekly 9, nothing TD wise bi-weekly, and then monthly 9 as well. Monthly 9, would you believe it? So I struggle to see that we're not going to get, well, this is a bit crystal ball, but I would expect an acceleration into this monthly 9 and then sideways to down. But then that's what I always expect in a lot of 9s, isn't it? But the monthly 9, with this price action history, has not actually been that good anyway. And you can see in this nice uptrend, I mean, this almost speaks to what I've literally just said. Here's your first 9, here's your second 9, and your third 9, getting into round your third 9. Obviously, it was a bit after that. This was a 9 until it sold lower and then turned into a red 1. But yeah, the third 9, basically, we never got higher than that candle again, and we came down. So triple 9s, it's nice to see this example to show you guys. So, well, in the context of what I'm saying here, is we could actually just see our monthly keep going up, go to a double 9, a triple 9 at where, who knows, and then have a big sell-off, because that's obviously what we did in the last big bull run. So, right, we'll have a quick whiz through those stochastics. But we can pretty much guess that they're just going to be looking relatively good. Don't know why that's moved. So yeah, 4 hour has had a nice bullish reset. Now this has got the potential to get us above this recent high and get us some acceleration up to the 17k range. 10 hours well turning back up. So if that gets moving, 17k. 12 hour, I mean, it looks like it's going to hold up and curl back up. Again, holding a very aggressive trend line. We hold this aggressive trend line one more time, break up to around 17k, then I think we will then lose it. Daily, I mean, just look going up, so that's not going to hinder us at the moment. And then above that, I mean, yeah, 2 day, 3 day, 5 day. I mean, they're all looking toppy-ish until obviously we get higher. So, I mean, it all just plays. I mean, it all just plays into what I think is going to happen, that we are basically going to just trade this range, and we are going to come and tag the top of the range. Just how I observe price action in lots of different assets over lots of numbers of years. So that is it, guys. More videos coming out today on my new favorite altcoin, Wise token. So watch out for those videos. Thanks for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. And welcome again to the trading week. Happy Monday, everyone. I am stoked for this week of trading. I am, yeah, as you may be able to tell, I'm a little bit more chirpy than normal. My hair obviously is getting a bit long now. No nice skin fade really going on there. I don't know. 2 more weeks, I guess, until the hairdressers potentially opens. Let's hope things open back up. Obviously no gym, so like clearly like my muscles are disappearing. They're not actually, but they will do if we keep it. If we get extended beyond this longer than the 2nd December with this lockdown. But hey, anyway, we just gotta do what we gotta do. It is a tough year for everybody. Well, not everybody. Not the Jeff Bezoses, the global elites, the ultra rich. Great year for them. Not those people getting furloughed, getting paid to do nothing. Great year for them. But yeah, for a lot of people, for the majority of people, I would say this is a tough year. Even for those guys that are financially doing okay, I'm guessing they're under certain psychological stress and etc. But yeah, right, speak to you guys later, guys. Thanks for listening. Yeah, catch you later.